None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Yeah, we like, your girl has been calling for days. I get that they know different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the...
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Falcons. Then they picked it up some. As you look in your crystal ball going forward down the stretch, what do you see for the Falcons?
Well, I think on the surface you would think the injuries are just too much to overcome on the defensive side of the ball. But the way they've been playing recently, they put everything on the offense and just asking the defense to do just enough. And the offense is really giving them great play because Matt Ryan can throw to Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu, the rookie Calvin Ridley, Tevin Coleman and Ito Smith running it and catching it. They're starting to...
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 51 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Dallas getting the ball again here on offense, and the Cowboys haven't been able to build a ton of momentum if you look at their 2018 season as a whole, Charles. In fact, the first 7 weeks before the bye earlier in the year, it was kind of like flipping a coin. It was loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. So I don't know what you make of this team.
You would actually expect that coin to come up heads 2 times in a row or tails 2 times in a row, wouldn't you? I think that we'll see the second half belong to Ezekiel Elliott because the move to get Amari Cooper out wide should open things up a little bit more, and he's such an impact player, and that's how they play best. Him leading, running the football, and establishing the line of scrimmage. And also working in their favor, there's absolutely no one running away with the NFC East.
Yeah, Redskins and Eagles, they're in the mix, obviously, at the top, but you're right, just above 500. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Derek Shelby coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyrone Crawford breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a 1st. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. But when this ball's tipped in it, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He's got a man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Now he's going to go deep down the left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. And even 40 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Ryan will throw again. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. From the gun, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And out now come the Cowboys. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved. Right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Here we go, 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
46.
Prescott down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
This is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Trying to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, switching gears for a second, let's look ahead to some of the big games of Week 11. And I think the biggest one is occurring south of the border, no doubt. How about the Kansas City Chiefs and the LA Rams playing in Mexico City?
Yeah, neither team unbeaten as they go into it, but still one of the biggest games of the year in the NFL.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his fourth touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. To throw is Ryan. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for two, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 47 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Give him 25 yards on the play there. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
46, 46.
Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. Fourth down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 32 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And he'll bang that one through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
46.
Prescott on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on a comebacker. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. On first and 10, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A second down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
It's coming now. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. Then the Cowboys get a bit closer. And this one through the uprights and good. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
22.
Ryan. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Hey, South! Get up!
After the interception, here's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's second down.
Gun. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll make it third down.
Here we go, get that. Let's go, get out, get out. Here we go, 46. 46.
To throw is Prescott. Now he'll let it go deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Prescott. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down.
That's caught at the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 48 yards. Now Elliott. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They come out here in the eye. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott taking it in, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point forthcoming. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 47. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. On that incompletion, I'm just glancing down at the Week 11 slate. Pretty big game in Seattle. Green Bay at the Seahawks. Two teams, of course, that met in the NFC title game a few years back.
Yeah, and at this point of the year, both teams have not had the success that they've wanted, but they're both led by elite quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, Russell Wilson in Seattle. No doubt about it, this has to be a must-win game for both of these squads.
Yeah, and both of those quarterbacks know that. They're going to have their teams fired up and ready to go. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down. 1st down, Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he's got room. Oh, Prescott stripped. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, you know, we've got a pretty big sample size now from the NFL season, Charles. I want to ask you, going back to the draft, who was the biggest steal in 2018?
Well, the biggest steal is Philip Lindsay.
Oh, guy that wasn't even drafted?
Wasn't even drafted, but how about what the Denver personnel department did, identifying him ahead of time, potentially not being drafted and ready to pounce when the call didn't come for him. And what a job he's done for them. Running it, catching it, open field guy, in traffic, he's done it all. I think Saquon Barkley from the Giants has been everything as advertised. Calvin Ridley with Atlanta has been spectacular. Quentin Nelson, offensive guard with the Colts. He was Rookie of the Month, wasn't he?
Yeah, back in October. How about that?
Yeah, how about that for an offensive lineman? We've had 4 quarterbacks start games: Mayfield, Darnold, Allen, and Rosen.
And Quentin Nelson, one final note on that. He was the first offensive lineman ever given that award, so hats off to him.
Definitely.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Here's Prescott. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And coming out on the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. He got 29 yards that time.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And this will be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now it's Ryan. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the sack pushes them back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They go play action now. Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. A good pickup there at 22. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Get up!
Now Ryan. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
We go 46. We go 46. 26.
They'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit. to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He'll look to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 41 yards. Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Cooper again the target. That'll bring up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here's Prescott.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Tech McKinley bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. Ryan wants to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way down. And got his man complete. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put. But it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.